For our Ask Teacher Tina today, a mother sent a letter regarding her grade 1 son na nakaka-experience po ng test anxiety. So ang sabi po niya, "Hi Teacher Tina, I just want to ask lang po regarding my son. Since pre-kinder up to kinder siya umiiyak pag quiz day nila. Lagi niyang ina-ask si teacher na, teacher, is this correct? Then itong nag-grade 1 siya, may time na naiiyak na naman po siya. May time 'pag may pinapakuha si teacher na di niya po mabasa na book, bigla na lang po siyang naiiyak kasi di daw po niya alam. Ang laki po ng takot niya sa teacher niya since pre-K to kinder, then ito pong nag-grade 1, may isang teacher na naman siyang kinakatakutan. Hindi ko na po alam ano ang dapat kong gawin, Teacher Tina. Then he said na may something daw na nagsasabi sa kanya na mag-cry siya sa school. Hindi ko po alam if joke niya or what. Sa ibang teacher, hindi naman po siya umiiyak. Any advice po sana? Thank you po. So I asked mommy if her son exhibits the same behavior at home. And sabi naman po niya hindi. Only in school and only during things na challenging for him, like reading or during a quiz or an exam. Now, first, before I explain what test stress or anxiety is, the confidence of every child comes from competence, and it's usually not from compliments. So, hindi po yan sa dami ng magaling ka, kaya mo yan, etc. It is the feeling of competence that will make them feel confident. And during activities that they do not feel competent, dun po lumalabas ang issues or dun po na lumalabas yung anxiety nila over that activity. Okay? So, what is test stress compared to test anxiety? Test stress, kailangan po nating lahat yan when we are faced with something challenging like a test or an exam. Kahit bata or adult na, for example, I just took my comprehensive exam, na-stress po ako. Ang bata rin, nasistress din po sila kasi they know that it is an important thing, they might make a mistake, they studied hard for it, but there's always that uncertainty that they might not get things right. We need that stress, your brain needs that stress in order to be stronger or to develop, to face that challenging activity. Kailangan po nung stress na yon. So, hindi po dapat natin tinatanggalan ng stress ang bata during these times. That's why they need to be exposed to different challenging activities. Now, an exam is done in every school. It's also done pag kailangan mong mag-apply for another school. So talagang your child will face a test or a challenge or an obstacle in their lives. So we need to prepare them for it. Now, what is the difference between test stress and test anxiety? Test anxiety, as how this child is exhibiting, umiiyak siya, hindi siya maka-function. Hindi siya, yung ibang mga estudyante namin nasusuka pa kasi usually stress comes from the gut. Kaya po minsan, di ba, masakitan siya ninyo pag ninenervyos kayo. May mga estudyante po kami na pag nagko-complain ng tummy ache, tapos hindi naman kailangan mag-CR, tinatanong namin, may quiz ka ba today? And usually meron. So nag-uumpisa po dun yung stress, nagiging anxiety po yan pag talagang hindi na sila maka-move forward or hindi na sila makasagot at all or umiiyak sila like this particular child whose mother wrote to us. Ang isa ko pang tanong ay, paano ina-administer yung test sa school nila? So, ibig pong sabihin, what is the goal of the exam or an assessment or an evaluation? It is to test mastery of skill of the student. However, when they're young, you can test it in a way na hindi nyo na po dadagdagan yung stress na nararamdaman nila. It doesn't have to be scary. It doesn't have to you don't have to make them nervous about it. They already are. So wag na po nating pahirapan yung bata. Ibig po sabihin, okay, it's exam day. Very calm lang. These are the rules. You're going to answer 20 questions, and then after you answer questions, you submit your paper to teacher. There are some children who get stressed kasi there are classes naman na pagkatapos ng estudyante, pinapalabas na sila ng classroom. Nasistress sila doon kasi nakakakita sila na parang sila na lang yung naiiwan sa room. So ang sinasabi po namin sa ibang teacher, huwag niyo muna palabasin kung kaya. Like, make them rest first on their table para sabay-sabay po silang lalabas. Ngayon, hindi naman po natin maiiwasan, may mga bata na kailangan ng extra time for the test, 'di ba? Ang gagawin po natin, hindi po natin ipapahalata na medyo na huhuli na siya. Gagawa po tayo ng paraan para mabigay po natin yung test na yon sa kanya. Kailangan lang po niya ng additional time at kung papayag po yung school, ay nakahiwalay po siya ng location habang tinitake yung exam na yun. Another question that I asked the mother was, how are mistakes being treated both in school and at home? Alam niyo po, lahat po tayo lumaki na dapat hindi tayo nagkakamali. Pero lahat po ng studies ngayon, especially with growth mindset, nalaman natin, lahat naman tayo, we learn from our mistakes more so than our successes. Actually, we become more successful because of the lessons from our mistakes. So dapat po, pag nagkakamali, kahit hindi po exam, no? We want to teach our children na, okay, you made a mistake, and they will always make a mistake. Even if you want to avoid the mistake, they're always going to make a mistake. It's not a perfect life. So when they do make a mistake, we need to normalize the feeling na that is part and parcel of learning. Baka po kasi natatakot yung batang mag-exam kasi grabe pagalitan pagkatapos ng exam at hindi niya nakuha ng tama yung question. Sabi naman po ni mommy, hindi naman po sila ganon. Okay lang po yan. It's still normal for some children. However, I also want to ask, if the parents are not like that, how about the teacher? Meron pa bang pwedeng gawin para hindi matakot yung bata dun sa particular teacher na yon? There are some children that are ultra sensitive, especially for strict teachers. Not that I want to change the learning style of the teacher, and we also want that child to face certain difficulties na alam naman natin kaya nila. However, pag nag-i-exhibit kasi ng anxiety na, kunwari hindi na makamove forward, umiiyak, nag-freeze, hindi na niya masagutan, hindi na siya makapag-isip, hindi na niya makontinue yung exam. We need to figure out how to equip him to be able to do it. Now, if nagkaka-anxiety siya because of the teacher, sana makipag-usap yung magulang dun sa teacher or dun sa eskwelahan on how to fix that. Like kung ano ba ang kailangan ng bata at ano naman ang mga requirements ng teacher in order for them to be able to, for the teacher to teach and for the child to be able to be accepting of the teacher kahit stricto siya. May mga bata po talaga na sensitive sa striktong teacher. Pero gusto ko rin pong kausapin yung teacher na pag nalaman po natin yon na yun po ang effect sa isang bata, baka kailangan din nating magpalit din ng style ng konti para we can teach the class in a way na it is equitable for everybody to be accepting of your style of teaching and for you to be able to connect to your students, baka lang kailangan ng alternate way of making that student take the exam. Okay? How are mistakes being treated in the classroom and at home? How is it normalized? How are other challenges at home and at school being addressed? And kumusta naman po ang bata kapag nagkakamali siya in all situations? What we can do at home is to normalize mistakes, to normalize feeling nervous, meaning, alam mo anak, ako din, alam mo, pag may mahirap akong kailangan gawin, ninenervyos din ako. Normal yan, and that's what our brain needs para ma-challenge tayo to study, to work harder, so that our brain will be able to answer the questions. So, normalize the feeling of nervousness or the stress. Another thing you can teach at home is to practice relaxation techniques. Anak, pag nararamdaman mo na naninervyos ka dahil dun sa exam, magka-count tayo to 10. Tapos hihinga tayo ng malalim, tapos mag-e-exhale rin tayo ng matagal. And we can do that 3 times. So, depende po yan on the relaxation technique that you will choose or kung ano po yung gustong relaxation technique ng bata. Another tip for test stress is every time bumabalik yung exam or yung test, at meron siyang mali, we have to control how we're going to react to it. So, ang sasabihin natin, sige nga, ikwento mo nga kay mommy, paano mo sinagutan tong exam na to? Okay, ito, tama ka dito. Itong number 2, bakit kaya mali yung sagot mo? Ano kayang nangyari? Ikwento mo nga kay mommy kung paano mo siya sinagutan. Sige, sagutan natin ulit. Baka makuha na natin yung tamang sagot. So, you want them to connect their emotion, the emotional part of their brain to their logical side of the brain. For them to be able to think that, okay, I made a mistake. Let me figure out what I did wrong. And let me figure out what I can do to make it right. And consistency, ganun lang ng ganon. Every time nagkakamali siya, every time may quiz, every time may exam, it may be a long road, but we want to be able to be consistent with the tips and the philosophy that we have when it comes to challenging things, making mistakes, and making it better.